Welcome back to the show, guys. Today we got a special guest. This man is dedicated his entire life to fighting, like quite literally, and he's still young. It's pretty crazy. He started fight. I think started training at the age of, I believe, like 12 or something.
Yeah, 12 years old.
And you're about what, 28 now?
No, I'm 30.
Oh, you're
I turned 30 just this month, man. Shit.
Turned 30, bro. Yeah, I'm 32, so I'm 33. Oh, 33, dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's dedicated his entire life to fighting. You know, he came all the way from Mexico, came out here to America literally to just live the life of a fighter, chase his dreams. He trains over at Team Oyama. He's currently defending his belt for Fury FC for in the flyweight division.
Up next.
Up next?
Up next.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Up next. Oh, okay. I don't know why did I put Fury FC? My bad. Up next, which is pretty cool because I like that promotion. So even better, you know. But he's defending his belt for up next in the flyweight division. He's currently on track to more than likely be in the UFC one day, honestly, from stuff I've seen. He's got an official record of 8-2, possibly 10-2. We could talk about that.
Right now is
8-2 or what?
No, right now the record is, I believe, 10-4.
Oh, 10-4. Damn, dude.
10-4.
I looked up your stats and that's what popped up.
Sorry, man.
Damn.
That's the thing the thing is that like my name is like so weird and different. So like people like when you go through search my name, it's like 3 different profiles of Sherdog.
Yeah.
So that's why I have a lot of issues with that.
Yeah.
And I have to like fix it. Because my real name is Gianni Carlo Di Chiara Vázquez. But that's because like in Mexico, Latin America, you know, we put like the last name of your dad and the last name of your mom. So since I was having that problem, and plus I have 2 names, Gian and Carlo, you know? So because I was having that issue, so I have to fix it. And the easy way to fix it here in America, I was just putting Gianni Vázquez. So people doesn't fuck it up. And that's why if you look to the record with my name, it's going to be like probably 3 profiles or like 2 profiles different.
Yeah.
But the good one is Gianni Vázquez. If you look up to me in topology, it's Gianni Vázquez and it's 10-4.
Yeah. I wonder if I had the wrong Gianni then. Because I'm already in the wrong stats. I do apologize. Sorry.
Bro, no, it's okay, dog. I have like one profile of myself on Sherdog has like a Chuck Norris picture.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's like, oh, shit.
Can't complain with that, bro.
Yeah.
But anyways, welcome to the show, Gianni Vázquez, a.k.a. Kriptonita. Yeah, welcome to the show, dude. I apologize for fucking up that intro, dude, but it's all good.
Nah, it's all good, man. Don't worry about it. Like,
yeah.
Thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure for me, and then I'm excited, you know, about to be here.
Dude, I'm excited to see your fight, bro. I was watching some of your fights on YouTube like last night, trying to prepare for the interview, and I was like, damn, this dude's pretty technical, dude.
Yeah, you know, I like to put on the show. I've been working, like you say, for a long time doing this, and then I really enjoy to fight, and then I really enjoy to like put on the show for the people, and then show that like I'm really like a material for the big show, like you mentioned it. You know, like I've been chasing this dream, and then we're here to like try to like get to the big show, get to the UFC, and then I'm more than ready to prove it one more time because I already proved it that I'm at that level, and then this September 28th. I will be ready to prove again that I'm at that level, and then hopefully, like after this win, we get the contract to the UFC.
Yes, sir, dude. Yeah, I want to talk about your next fight, but I think before we get to that, maybe let's take a step back, man. So you started training at 12 in Mexico, right? You started with boxing, I think. I
started boxing at 12 years old.
Yeah, and so what got you? Why at 12 were you like, I'm gonna go box? Like,
basically, it's like it was like it was funny though, cause like my whole life, literally like my whole life. When I say my whole life, I just remember getting in the fights. And then like it's gonna sound like funny, or like some people sometimes doesn't even believe me, but like you know, growing in Mexico City is different than a lot of parts in the world, even a lot of parts in Mexico. And then I remember my first fight. It was at 3 years old when I was in kindergarten. You know, I remember I got jumped by like six, 7 kids, and then it was legit because my mom has to go to school. And then because they heard me, and then it was a fight, you know, but I was 3 years old. And then since then, like, you know, I was getting in the fights, and I was just like a little kid. And then I remember after that, 6 years old, I got again in another big fight that I remember. And then since then, every single time I was getting in the fights in the school. I was to be honest like pretty short. I was
Yeah.
like really short like kid, always like the first in line, in the school. So like they're always trying to pick him up on me, and then try to bully me, and then I always was getting into fights because of that. And then luckily, like I guess I have natural talent. They knew how to fight, and then like I was winning the fights on the street. But when I went to 12 years old, I went to like a kind of high school in Mexico, and then the first week of high school, I fought 3 times in the first week.
First week, damn.
And then one of my classmates, he was a boxer already, and then he was coming from like a family of boxers. His dad is like a world champions in the 80s. His mom was a like national champ boxer.
Damn.
His brother champion. So he was coming from like a family of boxers. And then he saw me one of those fights after school, and then he asked me if I knew how to fight, or why I knew I was like doing the right things, fighting in
Yeah.
the street. And I was like, just like a talent. And then he invited me to start boxing with him, and that's how I started. I
Yeah.
started boxing with that guy. So hands up to him, Mauricio Avalos, who was the first person to introduce myself to boxing, and then since then I never stopped.
Shout out Maurice. Was it Maurice's name or Mauricio?
Mauricio.
My name's Maurice, bro. That's my full name, so that's funny.
Yeah, Mauricio.
Shout out Maurice, dude. From one Maurice to another Maurice. Do you still keep in contact with that guy?
I see him. Like, cause right now, this is gonna be my sixth fight camp. Every fight camp I go Mexico City for like about 20 days to get some part of my fight camp up there. I always go there. Go with my old Muay Thai coach for my whole life, Mario Gonzalez, and then my boxing coach up there too. And then we go there, do training camp. So like, I go to the city. So once in a while, my homies, around the city, because now he play music. Now he make
complete
salsa
change.
music, and yeah, he's like he's just artist. He's
Yeah,
an
yeah.
artist guy. So like, but yeah, he lived close to my mom's house. So like, once in a while, I see him or I see his brother, and then we just talk about it.
Doesn't train anymore?
No, he doesn't train. I mean, sometimes he just go to the gym, and then just for fun. Who goes trains a little bit, but like nothing serious anymore. Like he's a Golden Gloves in Mexico, but which it was good. But then like he never kind of like take his career as a pro boxer like really far, like his family. He was more like a artist people. Like he always was looking into like music, and then now he plays salsa, and he's like pretty good in salsa. Like he makes videos. He has like some music in the Spotify and all the stuff. So like,
yeah, maybe we can put his tag or something at the end of the video or something. Give a shout out to your homie. I saw on another a podcast you were doing, you talked about how your Muay Thai coach and your nutritionist are kind of like a father figure to you, right? And you spoke about how you still go back and you see them. I think for one, I think it's cool that you still like show love to the people that like got you started, and you still bring that back there. But can you maybe get into like why you see them as such a like why you regard them so highly?
It's simple. Like, first of all, my nutrition coach, Luis Hernandez, mm, he's like, I know him since I'm like 11. And then he started doing my diet since I'm 12. So he knows my body very well. He see me grow, like he see me from being a kid to a teenager to an adult, And then he's been with me my whole career. When I left Mexico, he continued doing my diet till today. We talk like almost every day on the phone, and then he sent me my
every day?
diet,
Wow.
and then he always treat me like a son,
Hmm.
And then when you grow up with people that they care about you, and they do the best for you, and they like push you to do the right things, it became family. And then like I grew up with my dad in my house, but when I turned 18, he left my house, and then it's a rough time for me. It was a really rough time for me. And then my nutrition coach Luis, and then my Muay Thai coach Mario, they always stay with me, and they always kind of like keep myself doing the right things, because for me it was easy to go start doing some bad things, because I was being lucky having a lot of people, they like me, they love me, but I always been lucky. a lot of those people, they don't do the right things. It's funny though, because I know a lot of people, they don't do the right things, but they're good people, you know, like
Yeah.
they don't do
Just make bad
anything,
decisions.
they don't do anything like that is like legal, but they're good people though.
Yeah.
They just like grew up and then born in like the wrong environment, and they don't knew anything else to do. And it's funny because they love me, and then I know they do, because they always support me, and they say, and they told me always that like they never want me to be part of that area.
Yeah.
They see me, and they see in me a future that was like better than that. So like they always support me until this day. And then thank God I have my padre, my you know, like my dad Luis and Mario. They always like were there for me to tell me like, look at, like, those guys can see in you a future, and they see that you're a different than them. Don't try to be with them, you know. I know they like you, they're your homies, but you're in a different path, and it's not wrong, you know. It's nothing wrong with that. Just like, you know, like the way you can be or make him proud of them is just like, you know, do your thing, you know, stay positive here, stay like disciplined, you know, follow like your sport, and then one day they will keep like cheering for you. And then till today, like I keep getting message from my homies up there,
Yeah.
and they're like, hell yeah, man, we knew you have a future up there.
Yeah.
And then some of them, like, they still alive, and then like I have a lot of homies in like 8 years that I'm in the US that they're already gone, you know, like
Yeah.
a lot. So
Yeah, that's beautiful, bro. I mean, I'm half Mexican. My mom's from Parral, in Chihuahua. You know, it can be rough in some places out there, man. And I know for a lot of people growing up, especially when they're like younger, there's not a lot of avenues to pursue something other than whatever's around them. You know, sometimes it's drugs, or sometimes, you know, it's just other bad things. So that's cool that your homies were able to recognize that you actually could go on a different path, and they were supportive, even though they
yeah.
weren't like there.
And
you
my
know?
coaches, man, my coaches, they're always been there for me. They're always been like super positive selves, and then super positive vibes, and everything that come from them to me was like good. It was really good, you know. They always yell at me when they have to yell at me, and that's how you know, like, those people like you, you know. When I did the wrong things, they always yell at me, they always talk to me. And when I did the right things, they always, you know, like, be proud of me. And then when people are like that, like, you know, like, it's like you can't help it, you know. I can't help how I feel with them, you know. It's like, not that I just want to tell them that because, like, you know, like, I want to look cool with them. No, I told them that because, like, that's what they mean for me. You know, they're like my dads. You know, they're like the figure father that, like, I see them in my life, and I say, you know, like, this guy is like, I give my life for them. You know, and then that's how much they mean to me.
Damn, it's beautiful. And you're like 30 now, so do you feel like there's any kids that you started looking after?
To be honest, at this point right now, maybe in the future, because I'm not done yet with my sport.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
Gotta be selfish, for
and, you know,
stuff
and
like
and,
this,
and,
yeah.
and exactly, that's one thing, you know, people doesn't understand. Like, I'm here because my sport, the love that I have to my sport, I left my country, I left my family, I left everything I have there to chase my dream. And then my dream is not done yet. So I'm gonna continue until, like, I got it. And then, of course, like, as soon as I got my dream, you know, and then I'm settled financially, and then mental, and then, like, everything, it feels like it's good, then we can start thinking about kids. Because, like, you know, bringing a kid in this life is hard, you know. Like,
Yeah.
we sacrifice so many things already, you know. Like, as a fighter, you have to sacrifice, like,
That's
a lot
facts,
of
yeah.
moments, you know, parties, funerals, you know, like, holidays with the family, because we gotta fight, because we gotta train. So I don't want to miss any of those days if thinking about that I have a kid.
No, yeah, yeah. Well, I meant more like at the gym. Is there any kids that you look after kind of the same way your coaches looked after you, you know?
Yeah, for sure, man. I always look after, like, the young people, you know. I try to give them my advice. I feel like sometimes I look like annoying to them, but, you know,
You
like,
know, though, you've experienced it, you know?
but you know, I'm getting old, and the older you get, the more you understand the important about, like, leaving something for the others, you know. It's like the sport saved my life, and the sport make me who I am, and the sport give me everything I have. So, like, I want others to, like, you know, like, taste that. Because, you know, like, there's nothing wrong with not decide to go to school. You know, like, I was in college, I was in law school, I was working as a lawyer already in Mexico, and I went 4 years to college and all that stuff, but then the sport gave me my happiness, and the sport gave me everything I have. So I was paying college with the sport, and then nowadays I feel like people understand more and more that like school is not for everybody, you know. And then I want to show to everybody like kids at the gym, sometimes they have a lot of talent and they don't understand the importance of about to be disciplined, because talent is really good, but the discipline is better. If you don't have discipline, they will kill the talent. So like I want to try to look over those kids and then tell them that like like if I'm doing right at my 30s, they can do even better than me at their 25. Because if they're gonna skip all the mistakes I did, and they don't have to leave them, leave them in another person, like learn from others, the mistakes, and then don't commit those, and then try to be better. So that's why we're here for, try to set up like a good example for others and then help others with everything we can.
Yeah. No, I feel that. Yeah, there's like two kids that come to mind that go to my gym that are minors right now that I feel like I gotta like try to big brother and make sure they do better in life. One of the kids is doing pretty good, but this other kid, I don't want to say his name. He'd be like fucking up sometimes. You know what I mean?
We all have those though. I have some kids too that are like, they don't like to do the right things. They're kind of hanging around with the wrong people. I'm like, hey, bro.
Yeah.
If I see you doing some crazy shit, I will fuck you up.
I want
to go beat your ass because let me tell you this. No one of those are your friends. And then a real friend like me, you might don't like me, but when you grow up, you're gonna understand. And then if I see you doing the wrong things, I'm gonna beat your ass because like you shouldn't do that.
No,
it's no way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like as I get older, I think it's kind of more important to kind of like do things like that. When I was like in my early 20s, I was not a role model in any way. I don't think I'm a role model today, but I try to at least like show good to like these kids. Yeah, in my early 20s, I would like show up to the gym like all high and on other types of stuff. Like, what I mean? Like I just was not doing anything right. Nowadays, it's like I see kids, I'm just like, man, you could be so much better if you just dedicated a little bit more time, dude. Stop like playing with that crowd, stop doing all that you think is fun, But ultimately, it's up to them, But
it's time and place for everything, though.
Yeah,
it's time and place for everything. Like, like for me, when it's time to train, it's time to train. And then the kids are around me. I'm gonna show them that like it's serious time. We need to take this serious, and we need to do everything we can. Cause like, guess what? Like when we compete, sometimes you train and you still getting your ass beat. If you go and doesn't even train, bro, you're gonna get killed. Because some people that doesn't touch their heart when they're competing against you. And so like when it's time to train and then like be focused on like the camp, we gotta be focused. And then of course we're gonna have like our days off, and then we're gonna chill out, maybe make some barbecue, watch some fights, and then we're having some fun, having a drink. Okay, we can have some fun too, we just not like we're just not like robots. They just train every single day, We need to show them that like you can have fun, but it's limits and time and places for everything, So
yeah, less fun, more work.
Yeah,
but still have fun,
Yeah.
But yeah, you said you're a lawyer in Mexico. How did that even like? How do you go from deciding to be a lawyer to like just full committing to fighting? That sounds like two big jumps.
Actually, it doesn't. I really like it because like think about this, like when you're like a lawyer, and I was going more to the criminal stuff. Like you're always gonna argue against other person, and the argue is a fight. True, yeah. And guess what? Whoever is more prepared is gonna win.
Yeah.
So like that's how I see it, and that's how, bro. Like if if my homie Gregor listened this podcast at the gym, he knew.
Yeah.
And he know nobody's gonna win argue against me. Yeah. And I always talk because he's my boy,
Yeah.
And then he always liked to talk to me, and I always told Gregor, please, you're never gonna win an argue against me. So I have always something on my pocket,
Yeah.
So that's the same with fighting. When I'm gonna fight someone, I'm gonna have to be prepared, because like the better guy is gonna win. The guy that prepares more is gonna win. So it was kind of easy. It's just like I really like the law school. I really like to work as a lawyer. I really like, to be honest, like always be nice and dress, not be like dirty stuff like that, good money, good money,
sure.
And I was like young, and I was thinking about dumb things, up there, because like it's easy ways to make money in Mexico if you're a lawyer and then
Yeah.
stuff like that, But
Little side gig work.
yeah,
right?
so right now I'm not like I was like, okay, thank God I didn't do that, because like
Yeah.
I choose the sport. But yeah, man, now the sport is what it give me everything I have, and then everything I do and everything I am. So I'm happy that I choose the sport.
Yeah. How did your mom feel? Was she?
She love it, man.
Yeah?
She love it. Like
Supportive?
my mom always like she understand that like this is what like make me be a good man on her eyes. I'm a good man for my mom. Like no anything crazy with like drugs, alcohol, or stuff like that. And coming from like a Mexican culture, like I grew up like watching my uncles drinking sometimes like on the weekends for like 3 days, and then my cousins, they're like little bit older than me, they like start drinking at like early ages, and then like like I shouldn't be with them. Like when I was like probably like 12, some of them they start drinking and then stuff like that, or earlier. And then like I was just passing by, and then they're like, "Hey, Gianni, let's go. Come on here, son. Like come here with us, hang out and stuff like that." I was like, "Hey, I gotta go train." And then so like she was happy for that. And then it's funny when I start my MMA or like my amateur career, kickboxing, Muay Thai, or stuff, boxing even. We used to go to a lot of like amateur tournaments, and then I was just going by myself. I was like super like crazy kid that I was just like training all the time, and I watched like the little flyers at the gym, the like tournament,
No
like
coach or
this
anything?
weekend. I just sign up, and now I take my mom as a coach,
Oh,
and my mom
that's so
always
cool,
was
though.
going
That's
as a
pretty
coach,
cool, yeah.
and I was just like told her like, hey, like this is gonna happen. I'm gonna get in a fight. Like if you see I punch the kid and the kid is kind of wobbling, stuff like that, tell me, start yelling at me, keep going. If you see the kid punch me and I get wobbling, start yelling at me, hands up, like
Yeah,
move,
you just tell her what
circle.
to tell
And then like, like, and then super basic, like orders. And then my mom was always super happy. So then like, I did a bunch of like amateur fights with my mom in my corner. And then
That's
as
so
I
cool.
grew up, I started going pro. And then she started understanding the sport a lot now.
Yeah.
And then like, till right now, for example, like every single time I fight right now here in the US, nobody from my family has visa, so they can't come to see me. But in Mexico, she never missed any fight. She was always in my fights, like uh, hedge side,
Yeah.
and then she always watched my fights. But since I came to the US, she never been in any of my fights anymore. And then, but she always watch it online, pay-per-views, whatever. And then after the fight, she's the first person I always call. And then we talked a little bit, but the next day after the fight, every single fight, she called me and then she's like, "Hey, I was looking. You did this, you did that.
Yeah.
You make this
Thinking-
mistake."
yeah.
Because now she understands the sport. She's been watching me fighting for like 18 years.
Yeah.
So she's been watching fights for 18 years. So like when some UFC big name card coming up or something like that, someone big is gonna find the UFC. She even call me, "Hey, do you have like some links to watch the UFC or stuff like that? I want to watch it."
Yeah, well, that's
I'm like,
tight.
"Oh, can you like take the video and send me the fight? I want to see how was it." And then I send it, so she understands a little bit like the sport now. And then she always give me like his feedback about like every single of my fights too.
Yeah, damn, that's beautiful, bro. Like you and your mom really bonded over the sport, dude.
Yeah.
It's tight. My mom hates fighting, bro. Like, dude, so she got me into. She used to put me into taekwondo, right? Because I begged her for it. And then one day she came when I first started doing Muay Thai. She came to see it, what it was. You know how taekwondo is like pretty. It's like soft, I guess, in a way, right? When she saw Muay Thai, I can't remember if we were sparring or what. She like literally, like, she waited for me to get out of class, and then she gave me a hug, and she's like, "You don't want to go back to taekwondo?" She was like scared for me. So, especially at that time, bro. Like, back in the, I don't know like how the culture is at your gym for sparring, dude. But at my gym back in the day, they were trying to like kill you.
Oh yeah.
Nowadays, it's a little bit more chiller because we understand. Like,
That's like Mexican boxing, bro. You go to the Mexican boxing gyms in Mexico City.
yeah,
It's like you go there, okay, you guys gonna spar, and I'm like, and you ask like, "Hey,
Like a fight.
how hard we gonna go?" Go hard, because he's gonna try to kill you.
yeah, you
Oh shit! So I guess we're fighting.
yeah,
Yeah, sparring.
yeah.
Okay, I guess we're not getting pain only, but like
Like,
you
no,
see
we're-
everybody getting the broken nose or like people getting knocked out. And then, bro, it's crazy because up there in Mexico, I never heard about concussions. I mean, I didn't even know concussions exist.
Yeah.
Because I was there in Mexico, like, thank God I never been knocked out. But I been the person that, like, literally I knock him out one guy and sparring, boom, he went out.
Yeah.
He went out, coach, take it off the ring. Take it off the ring, wake him up.
Go again?
You sit one round, and the next round you go back.
Oh my God.
Bro, he just rest
so
one round,
crazy,
and next round
dude.
he went back.
Yeah.
And then some people handle it good, though. Like,
for now,
continue.
Then, you know,
and then, like, some
10 years
people
later,
that get
though.
knocked out again. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah. I just had I literally, because I've been doing this podcast for about a year now, and I feel like the conversation of like CT gets brought up more and more, you know? I just feel like people are starting to kind of understand like how your brain should be protected, you know? I think there's truth in both, bro. I think there's a time for hard sparring, and then there's a time to not go so
no,
hard,
for
you know?
sure. And then we're in a different times. You know, the sport, the evolution of the sport is being so fast right now, and then like the science helps a lot to people. But it's some things that you can teach. You know, it's something that you can like show. I understand that like people doesn't like the hard sparring, but for my personal my perspective, like, bro, if you never been hit for real, the way like you're gonna learn a fight, I don't think it's right. You know, like you never been hit real for in your life once, and then you're expecting to learn that the day you're gonna fight.
Yeah,
That's bad though.
No, I agree.
That's bad.
I like hard sport. I think it's fun, but now that I'm older, like I said, I just understand that if you're not in camp, you know, or your friend's not in camp, then you shouldn't just be like, oh, it's Monday. Let's try to knock each other out today. You know what I mean? I mean, that's my perspective though. Everyone's different. I can't tell anyone how to train or how to do their things. But dude, I've seen some fighters where you could just tell you're like, damn, you've had some wars because just the way they talk is like slower and just, you know what I mean? But yeah, I went to Mexico like the last time I went, like a year or two ago. I trained Muay Thai out there, but I didn't take any boxing classes. I kind of wish I should have though. I kind of wish I would have now. But I did notice that there wasn't a lot of Muay Thai gyms out there. I don't know if Mexico City was different. I was in Chihuahua.
Yeah, probably. I have a couple teammates in Chihuahua. Actually, one of them is fighting today. Roberto Romero. Good luck to my homie Roberto Romero. He's gonna kill
Roberto.
it today. Combate Global in Miami. He's the main event.
Mhm.
Killer dog.
That promotion's getting big, dude.
And Robert, bro, Robert is a killer. The Mexican Terminator. Just go forward. Everything he throws is power, and nothing hurts him. Doesn't get tired, bro. That's a nightmare. That guy is like literally the Mexican Terminator. So today he's gonna get his hand raised, and then for sure we have Fernando Padilla. You know, in the UFC. Like we have two people from Chihuahua, but it's funny because
Yair Rodriguez too.
Paral, yeah. Jair was coming from like a Taekwondo base.
Taekwondo, yeah.
Fernando's like a Jiu-Jitsu base in Chihuahua, and then Robert is like a Lima Lama, which is like
I
a
don't think I know
different type of sport. It's kind of like, I don't know, man. To be honest, I don't want to be wrong, but they do a lot of like kicks and punches. They throw knees. It's like a sanda type of stuff.
Like the Chinese thing, right?
It's kind of some type of stuff like that. Because Robert has like really good kicks. They throw like up kicks, side kicks, and then like really good round kicks. But then he has a really good hands too, though. So like, but yeah, I know he has like a Kempo or something.
Kempo is the Japanese thing. Isn't that the thing where the throws, right? I think
Lima Lama. He's like Lima Lama thing. He's a Lima Lama guy.
I never heard of that sport, bro. I'm gonna go look into that after you leave, dude.
But yeah, Mexico City, bro, we have so much boxing.
Yeah,
so much boxing.
Yeah, I've seen some documentaries on some of the boxing gyms out there. I'm trying to remember. Have you seen Fighting or something on Netflix? Fight World?
I don't think so.
I'll send it to you. It's a good documentary. It's this actor. He just goes to different countries and he tries their fighting style. But I think the first episode, is boxing, and he goes to Mexico.
I think so. He went to actually to Tepito.
Yeah,
to do boxing in Tepito. Yeah.
It's a good documentary.
Yeah. I watched that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe next time I go out to Mexico, though, I'll try a boxing gym. My hands suck, bro. I'm all kicks. I told you I started with Taekwondo before Muay Thai, so but that's probably why I should go do it. Gotta improve. All right, man. So you got your nickname Kriptonita, right? Because you beat 4 guys that are undefeated. Has that gone? Have you beat more guys that are undefeated since then?
Yeah, I've been beating a lot of undefeated people actually, uh, or people that like probably weren't undefeated at that time anymore, but they look like super like
Superman.
yeah, like it was like one guy that I remember it was like my third professional MMA fight, and he was like, bro, really experienced in the sport, really experienced Olympic boxer,
Hmm.
you know, like a lot of experience in MMA. He only has like two losses in that time. One in Brazil, which was a big thing for a Mexican, like go to Brazil and jungle fight, and then like he fought in jungle fight, and then he got a loss up there. And then one fight against like a really, really OG like legend in Mexico. So I was just a kid. I was just 19.
Mhm.
And then, but I was crazy, you know, and I was always down to fight whoever. So like the promoter is like, hey, nobody wants to fight this guy, Gianni. I'm like, how much are you paying him? I'm like, because I want the same, you know. I'm like, how much we're talking about, you
That's a
know,
smart
like,
man.
you
You're
know,
a businessman, bro.
like, you know, and he's like, oh, okay. I was like, but you're down to fight. I'm like, bro, I'm down to fight, but like, I need to see how much you're paying him to see if it's worth it, you know. And plus, I want like 50% of the ticket sales
Yeah. Okay.
because I knew I was selling like I was selling in Mexico between like 50 to 100 tickets every single fight. So you
Oh,
know,
bro, yeah.
I was making money. So I was like, I want the 50% of the ticket sales. He's like, okay, I'm down, bro. As soon as they announced the fight, it was like funny because we went together, me and that guy, to like a little tryout to like fight in the best promotion in Mexico in that time.
Mhm.
The best promotion in Mexico, they have like a tryouts to fight in that promotion.
That's
And
interesting.
it was like it was like some type of like UFC shit, but like
Yeah, that's what
Mexican
it sounds
style.
like. That's what I
You
was about
know?
to say. It sounds like-
And then there was like 50 people, bro. It was like 50 guys, and then like we made all the way to like probably like 10, you know.
Uh-huh.
And then we did the tryouts, and then at the end of the tryouts, we got a fight because they're like, okay, you know, like this is a fighting company, so that then you guys need to fight. Okay, well, like cool, you know, I guess we're gonna fight. And then I remember they make 10 fights. And then, bro, it wasn't even for weight class because it was like everybody to show up and it's like, you guys kind of look similar. Okay, you guys go against each other. You guys go against each other. And, bro, I remember he was there, right, at the tryouts. And then, bro, he finished the fight in like 15 seconds. He's like, came out, boom, dropped the guy and just fucking ground and
Walked
pound him. Ta, 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 ta. And we all were like, what the f-? And then I won my fight. I won good, you know, but like no TKO or anything. And then so when soon as they announced the fight, we all the people were at the tryouts, we became homies, you know, like we had, you know, you make some like connections up there. And then as soon as they announced the fight, like out of 30 people that I knew from them, just one guy was like, you got this, Gianni. All of them, they were like, oh, bro, he's gonna kill Gianni. Oh my gosh. Because not even that though. Like I used to fight at 45.
Uh-huh.
So then like I didn't know anything about weight cutting in that time or anything like that. And then my Muay Thai coach was from like old school style. My boxing coach is old school like boxing, which they don't like weight cuts.
Mhm.
They're like, oh, you fight the way you walk around.
Yeah.
So literally, I was walking around 148, cutting down to 146.
Okay. And you're fighting guys like 160.
Bro. When they announced the fight, we used to have one sponsor in common, and my sponsor is like, Gianni, how the fuck are you gonna fight Jordan? I'm like, why? He's like, bro, he's like 185.
Oh my
I'm like,
god, what?
But we fight at 146, right? He's like, yeah, but he cuts weight. You done? I'm like,
Wait, what?
I'm like, but the longer he makes the same way, me, like, the way is okay, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, no. I'm like, this guy, you know, whatever. Bro, we show up to the weigh-ins. He make weight.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, cool. Next day, I show up to the
Moves
cage.
back up.
And I was like, holy shit, who the fuck is this guy, bro? They changed the guy. This guy's like completely different.
Yeah.
And then, thank God I have a good chin and then like a good fucking heart and good balls. Because like he was beating my ass the first round. And I was just like, I was so dumb that I was trying to strike with him. And then like I didn't know he was an Olympic boxer. And like, you know, like he was like beating my ass. And then the first round, and then second round, he started beating my ass, but I feel like he got tired of beating me. And then he got tired of punching me and don't see myself getting knocked out. That at some point he went for the takedown, and then as soon as he got the takedown, I submit him.
What? Sick. Nice. Do you have that fight like on video or something? You should post it, bro.
It's on YouTube, but it doesn't look like really good, the fight, because it's kind of like a highlight. But yeah. But I was like, oh my gosh,
wow.
Bro! I was like covered in blood. Like literally, I take a shower in blood. He broke my nose. I dislocate my finger, my mouth, all like the one little like one eye's closed. Like I got like 9 stitches in my head because he cut me with the elbow. And then, bro, like, it was like, literally, I was showering in blood. And then the guy didn't have anything in his face. No. But I submit him with like a triangle armbar. I got it in a triangle and I finished him with the armbar under my armpit.
Now that's crazy, bro. That's like a movie, dude.
Yeah, it was one of the best moments, like, for me fighting, because I was like, oh, shit, okay. Because I knew when he take me down and he started ground and pound me with the elbows, I knew that, like, I was at some point that was like, okay, if I don't do nothing in 5 seconds, my coach, my Muay Thai coach, he like me like his son. He's gonna stop it because he don't want to see me doing this.
Yeah, that's good coach though.
You know, so it's like he's gonna stop it. And then literally, like, bro, it was literally like after that fight, I was like 4-0 or 3-0, 4-0, like I guess, and MMA, and I have like 3-0 as a Muay Thai kickboxing professional. Mm-hmm. I remember I came back Monday to the gym all like up. You know, and my Muay Thai coach is like, hey, Gianni, I want to talk to you. I'm like, hey, I want to talk to you too. And in my head, I was thinking about like, we need to do a wake up because like this shit is, or we need to like put some muscle or something, you know? Like I was thinking in my head that, you know? And he's like, hey, you know, like, I'm really proud of you. You showed so much heart, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you're 7-0 now. You don't need to prove nothing to anybody. It's like, if you want to retire, I will understand that. I'm like, retire? I want to fight again, like, the next show. But, like, I was thinking about, putting some muscle mass or something. He's like, are you, what? He's like, you want to keep fighting? I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, let's train better. Let's go down in weight class. And then he's like, let's make sure it's like you don't go in any fight like this anymore. It's like, I don't want to see you getting hurt like this anymore. Yeah. I'm like, okay, let's train harder.
Nah, I agree.
But I was like, I'm like, oh, shit.
Damn, how old were you when that happened?
It's like 19, probably. 19, 18.
That's crazy how they don't do weight cuts over there, dude. Or at least I mean, right?
I wasn't in that time. Yeah. I wasn't in that time. Yeah, and because like I turned professional at 17. So I was like still having like a kid body, you know, and fighting like a man. Adults, you know, like my first fight I was 17, the guy was 36. Yeah. So no, it was a lot of big difference between body types and then strength and all that stuff. But thank God my first fight I won by armbar belly down in the second round too. Yeah. So.
Well, out of all the sports you did, which fight sport do you think gets you the most like excited?
To be honest, I like Muay Thai, but probably sometimes MMA, just because the challenge.
Yeah,
you know, the challenge about like using everything. You know, like that's what it gets me excited. Muay Thai, I really like it because I like the confrontation. I like the like whoever is stronger is gonna stand up,
just walk forward.
You know, yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what like my Muay Thai coach style back in Mexico. And that's why I love Team Oyama, because Coach Oyama is kind of the same thing, like really aggressive, walking forward. So my Muay Thai coach in Mexico was like, we train hard, we like do everything we can during camp. So when the time to the fight comes, we're just gonna go up there and see who breaks first. Yeah. Because I already know how much you can take. Let's know how much the guy can take. Yeah. So it's like we're just gonna go down, chin down, hands up, squeeze the mouthpiece, and let's swing.
Yes, sir, bro.
Whoever goes down first, let's see it.
That's why I love Muay Thai, dude. Like every time I put on a Muay Thai like fight on the TV, or if I go to an event, it's like, man, it just gets me so hyped, dude. I'm just watching just people just stand in front of each other and bang it out, dude. MMA is cool. I love MMA, and to be honest, I watch more MMA than I watch Muay Thai just because it's more accessible, you know. But then some fights, you're just like, sometimes just nothing happens, you know.
Yeah, like that's why, like, for me, sometimes, like, I don't watch a lot of fights, to be honest, because, like, I only watch when I'm interested in, like, study somebody, or, like, I really always keep up with the weight class I am. Yeah, you know, like, when it's someone, like, it's some big fight in my weight class, even the smaller fights in my weight class, I watch it just to, like, analyze and, like, see, like, where I am, and then how was the fight. So okay,
Smart,
this
dude.
guy's pretty good. Oh, okay, I think I can have a good fight against this guy. I think this guy will give me trouble. I think this guy will be easy.
Yeah.
But all in the other weight class, like I just like to study some fighters. Like for example, today I like Leon Edwards' style because he has a really good Muay Thai background.
Yes, sir.
So like I like his takedown defense got like
That's so much
get
better.
better, and then he has a pretty decent jiu-jitsu. So I like to see that guy for sure. Like we have like Tom Aspinall in the heavyweight division too, which I really like it because he's like really fluid in the stand-up. But he's a guy that's been doing jiu-jitsu since like 7 years old. So like I want to see how he deals with the wrestling.
Yeah, he's a funny guy too, dude. Aspinall, he's got a good personality, bro.
Yeah, so it's always good to see like I really like to see always the confrontation between wrestling and jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, me too. No, for sure. This is a good fight too. Edwards and Belil is a good match like that, because Belil obviously, what he's gonna do. He's gonna try to take him down. I like that too, dude. Just don't get me wrong. Like I respect the ground sports and stuff, but it's like I just love the striking sports, bro.
Oh yeah, no.
Back in the day, like I want to say in like the early 2000s, how YouTube was just full of like karate versus boxing or something. When I was in high school, I was glued to those videos, dude.
That was the thing, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I wish they brought more of those back because I remember.
I used to watch all those type of fights. I used to watch little bit crazy, but I used to watch felony fights.
Oh yeah, bro.
God damn,
yeah, we're like the same age almost, bro. So.
Bro, that thing was like I watched all those things hiding on my room, like because it was when the first like computer came out. I remember, and then like we have one just because my grandpa used to work for like one of like what do you call that company?
Microsoft?
No, it was before Microsoft.
Or Microsoft.
IBM or something.
Oh, IBM. Okay, I know IBM.
Yeah, right. It was like
IBM.
right before them, right?
Yeah.
So my grandpa used to work for them, so they giving us like a big ass computer, and then like like it takes forever. I remember the internet that day was like cable. That like if you connect the internet, they couldn't call or stuff like that. And I was just right there hiding, like like watching felony fights. I was like, oh, this shit goes crazy.
Yes,
like street fights or just like trying to look up, and then or going to the free market and buying like the DVDs, the one they burn it, and a lot of like pride fights, like
Pride,
WEC.
Yes, sir. I still to this day will rewatch that fight with it's titled on YouTube like the fight that changed Muay Thai forever or something. It was like the first televised Muay Thai fight. It was like this guy named Kang. He fought Rick Rufus. I don't know if you ever seen that one.
No.
Oh, dude, I'll send it to you. It was, I think WCK hosted it. I think it was their event. But yeah, it was Kang. He was this Muay Thai fighter that he like couldn't fight in Thailand anymore because he was too big. He was like 150 or something pounds. Thai guys are small. They're like our size, So he came to like America to fight, and no one knew what Muay Thai was. They thought his name was Muay Thai. So Rick Rufus, he's Duke Rufus' older brother, right? Rufus Sports.
Yeah.
So he fought Rick Rufus. Rick Rufus was undefeated at the time. He was like the best kickboxer in the world at that time. And he literally thought this dude's name was Muay Thai. And like it was like a cross kickboxing Muay Thai rule set. So it was basically kickboxing, but they allowed low kicks. So no elbows, no clenching, whatever. Anyways, this dude basically beat Rick Rufus just with low kicks. I'll send it to you. It's a good fight, bro. But yeah, it was from like the late 80s. I'll still watch that. I just love the style fights, dude. It's just cool,
Yeah, for me, old school people that I used to watch a lot was like Ramon Deckers.
Oh yeah, Ramon Deckers.
Like Ernest Hoops.
Oh yeah, Ernesto Hoops.
Who else I used to watch? For sure, Wakao.
Wakao, yep.
Wakao.
Just fought recently. You saw that?
Yeah, like Judson Clyde.
Yeah.
I really like that guy.
Yeah.
Who else I used to watch a lot? Mike Zambides.
Oh, dude, Zambidi?
Dude. Bro, that guy. Mike Zambides.
That combo, the jab, overhand, body, low kick? I teach that to new people all the time. That was like the first combo I teach them, dude. I did not call it Zambidi. I'm like, yo, this is called Zambidi. When I say Zambidi, I want you to throw this,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was good times, man. Good times in the sports.
I know. It's crazy how it's just like evolved so much now, what I mean? It's just so different. It's just more accessible. You have fights all the time now, I can't even keep track of all these. Like, I know WCK just came out with the rankings. And I was looking at it and I was like, damn, this is their top 10, but they have like thousands of fighters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's people that I don't even know who fight for WCK, Oh, but you train at Raw Talent still or no?
I go with Chewy. and then I go like I try to go twice a week. I sometimes go once, but for sure every time I'm in camp. I'm going with him and then get some mid work. You know, like he's really cool with us. And then I say us because he helped a lot of fighters from Team Oyama with the mid work and then the boxing. So I really like to go there. You know, like I say, boxing was my first love, and I never like to stop doing boxing. So every time I'm in camp, you know, I go there and then keep working on the boxing. And I like because he's like Mexican, so
Yeah.
you know, so like we stay together with the style, and then I really like the Mexican style. So like, Chewy is always like killing me with the rounds and on the mates. Like he make me like put a lot of effort with numbers, pressure, and then volume. So like it's good for me, you know. And then plus he knows Coach Oyama, and then I like to have my team. They know each other, you know, even if like we're not gonna like together at the same time, but they know each other, and then like they know that like my head coach is Oyama. So like if Oyama say that we need to get focused on something, Oyama let know Chewy. So when I go with Chewy, we go out and then we work around like what the game plan is gonna be. So you know we're on the same line. You know, because like when the fight comes, like I have in my last 4 fights, I have Chewy on my corner, Oyama. I have Alex Perez, which is my teammate, but like he's one of like the main guys that is always been with me since I came to Orange County. He knows like my wrestling style, and then so I have Alex Perez, and then I always bring someone from Jiu Jitsu from my Jiu Jitsu school because I train at Checkmat Santa Ana, Hustle BJJ, and then Checkmat La Habra with Professor Lucas Lich and then Rosson Cantona. So like I always bring someone from Jiu Jitsu, you know, just in case.
Gotta have, you know, a ground guy and at least one striking guy, you know, in your corner.
Yeah.
For MMA. Yeah, the reason I bring that up is because I know Coach Rob, he runs TKL, you know TKL?
No, I hear about that gym, but like
it's in Raw Talent. I think I'm pretty sure they do it in Raw Talent, but it's like a nonprofit. So it's like you just like kids can sign up for it and they'll do free boxing, but it's only like a limited availability. But they allow TKO to be done in Raw Talent, and so I know some kids that go there. So I just think it's cool, you know.
What who say
Rob? Yeah, Coach Rob. So he I think Lex is under him, and like there's like 2 pretty big fighters under him. But I'll show you a picture of him. You might have seen him around.
Yeah, because I would say like for sure I probably know who it is, but like right now I don't see the face. That's the thing. I'm really bad with names, man.
Yeah,
I'm really bad with names because we see so many people every single day. To be honest, I'm just like, hey, what's up, dude?
It's my roommate. Hey, can you flip that light? So yeah, dude, that's in my eye, dude. That one right there. That one. Dude, hell yeah. That's just like I keep wiping my eye because it's like right there, dude. It's so good. This is my roommate, Nikki.
Oh, what's up, brother? I'm Gianni.
This guy's a savage, bro. Nikki still hasn't been to any fights, and maybe we'll go to your fight, bro, and I'll get him a ticket.
It's gonna be here, Commerce Casino, September 28th.
You down, bro? I got you a ticket, bro. I got you. That's a good question, dude. I don't know. Is it in September or what?
What?
It's Nocturnal. It's a raise. He's in a raise.
Yeah, I like that, man. I used to go when I was younger. Back in Mexico, because I'm from Mexico. I'm from Mexico City, so I used to go to a lot of festivals when I was like younger. Not that type of festival. I like more like a rape, you know. That like this, bro. I sleep there for like 3 days, 2 days, you know, like just party, you know. But like EDC got big in Mexico City right now, though. Yeah, it got really, really big. So
yeah, Nikki's a DJ. Bro. Check it out. That's the stuff. Yeah, if you ever need a DJ, bro.
My professor from Jiu-Jitsu, he used to be DJ. I mean, he still DJ sometimes just for fun. Russell Cantona, but like he DJs all the time.
Yeah, random, dude. Maybe you guys could make a track together. Maybe it'll get him in the gist. I want him to do martial arts, dude. This guy needs to do something. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, bro. So you're fighting on the 28th of September. I'm probably gonna grab 2 tickets from you. You have any tickets with you today? Or
not yet. But yeah, I will have some for sure.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll hit you up, dude. Maybe I'll come out to Oyama and grab them or something. Or where you stay? You stay around the area?
Yeah, I live here in Santa Ana.
Oh, okay, cool. For some reason, I thought you lived in LA. I don't know why.
That's
why I was like, I can come to you if it makes it easier, you know?
No, I live here in Santa Ana. Like it was just close. Yeah, really close for me.
Yeah, Santa Ana's cool, bro. And then it's cool because it's kind of like a little Mexico in a way, you know?
Yeah, you know, like I don't really go out a lot. oh, I'm not like, I'm always like here, like doing my thing, you know, like teach some classes, training, eating, chilling. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm really focused on my stuff, and then like I don't really go out. And then the part of Santa Ana I live is kind of like really, really chill.
Yeah.
I really like. I don't see anything crazy. I
Dude,
mean,
there's some bad parts in Santa
'cause
Ana, bro.
that's what people say, but like, bro, I never been any, I never watch anything crazy. You know, the craziest thing I ever see or I ever heard is that, like, one time one of like you know, the homeless guy, he was probably on drugs, and then like he tried to chase one of my jiu-jitsu teammates with like a glass bottle. You know,
Ooh.
that's a crazy thing.
Yeah.
Like with her, but like my jiu-jitsu teammate, he's like a world champion.
Yeah.
You know, and he's like really good, Dory, and then but Dory was just running, you know, until the guy get tired. Because he was just like, you know. But that's like the craziest thing ever I see, you know, like, and then other than that, like I feel like pretty much everybody like around my place, like they know me, you know, even the homeless are like, if they know me, what's up, homie? Hey, what's up? You know, like.
Dude, yeah, I mean that's the thing. That's the thing about just I guess California in general. Like, you'll get some crazy homeless, but then a lot of them are just people that just don't want to work. You know,
You know, like
it's kind of a half and half actually, because I've met some pretty crazy homeless people.
I never see anything crazy, to be honest. Dog. Like never. The more crazy homeless person I see probably was like one in Las Vegas.
Yeah,
There
they
was
get
like
forget that,
getting naked, like right there at the street and everything. I was like, oh, like, what's going on over here? You know, but like,
yeah. Well, Mexico City too. They have some pretty crazy homeless people too, dude. Sometimes.
no, that's the thing though. We don't have like a lot of homeless up there.
No, really.
No.
I went there once and I seen some. That was a long time ago though. I haven't been out that way in a long
It's
time.
like weird because like we have some, but it's
Not
like
like this?
but it's the locals. You know, like it's the local one. That like, you know, like
Yeah.
if you live, for example, in Santa Ana,
Uh-huh.
you have the two homeless.
Yeah.
Everybody knows, you know,
Yeah.
and then everybody's like aware of them. It's like, hey, that's a homeless. He's coming, you know, and then you see the guy. And, oh, everybody knows who is that guy.
Yeah.
You know, but like we don't have homeless, and I think it's just part of the culture. I was talking to one of
That's a good
my
point.
friend the other day, Ricky Simon, because he lives in Washington, in Vancouver, and then oh, he lives where he lives. Yeah, he lives in like Washington, like, you know, borderline with like Portland.
Mhm.
He lives right there, and it's like, I guess, a lot of homeless in Portland
Yeah.
because he trained at ITTT, and then comes here to Oyama with us. So sometimes I go up there, and then I was watching a lot of homeless, and then he went with me to Mexico City one time, and then it's like, oh, it's crazy. I didn't watch homeless up there really. I'm like, yeah, we don't. I'm like, and I think it's because the culture, you know, because like the Mexican culture is like really about the family. So like, doesn't matter how up you are, the family, we're not gonna let you down.
Yeah.
Like, we'd rather like you be all drugged up and die on our house than like kick you out and then like see you diving on the street. You know, it's just a culture thing, you know, and it's different, and it has the good and the bad things about everything, you know, because then for sure, like because of that, we have a lot of people that like, you know, like their parents that are getting beat up by the drug guy.
Yeah.
You know, they're his son and he's in drugs, and then they always beat the parents because the parents didn't want to kick him out or stuff like that. But at the same time, we have some people that they, you know, that like they go to rehab, and then, you know, they go back to a life, like living normal, you know.
That's a good point too, because in America we're very individualist. Like, we're kind of like left to do our own once we get to a certain age. I think too, the other thing too is when you have like a child that's on drugs, or like an adult child, I think a lot of parents want to push them out so they don't like bring that to the other kids, or to, you know what I mean, versus wanting like to try to fix them and risk having the other child get into drugs and stuff. It's an interesting I guess dichotomy, you know. I don't know. I think if I had a child and he was on drugs, I don't know if I would kick him out, but I'd probably beat the shit out of him every day. You know? I beat the drugs out of him, bro.
It's yeah, like I say, it has his good and bad things, you know. And then, like, for me, of course, like when I came from Mexico here, I learned a lot about like different stuff, you know, like about life, I guess. And then like I learned the culture of the America, about the US, you know. And then I see a lot of really good things, and then that's why I see like you guys progress a lot in different ways, you know. But then I see a lot of stuff that like for example, like on more like specifically like on the family stuff, you know, they like, I see here some kids, they get to some age and they leave and they go to move to other state, and then like I have some friends and then I meet some people, they like they don't see her parents in like years, you know, like I don't see my parents in like 5 years. I'm
Yeah.
like, how come? Just because, you
Just
know.
living, yeah.
And then like, and then as a like Mexican or Latin American people, like it's hard for us to be like too far from the family, you know.
Yeah.
That's why like when I came here, it was like, you know, I sacrificed a lot because I left my family. But for me, I knew and I know till today where I want to be. They like, it's okay. I would take one for the team,
Yeah.
you know. But we're gonna get there, and when we get there, they all come with me, you know, because like that's how I see it, you know. Like all those people, they've been supporting me during my career and during my whole life. You know, like I never forget anything about it. I never gonna forget nobody that like is being there with me. So like when we make it to the big, and then we make it to the top, they all come with me.
Yeah.
You know? So
No, that's a good point, bro. And I'm kind of guilty of that too. I'm half Vietnamese and half Mexican, and Vietnam's the same, very close knit family. But I know I have a hard time like keeping up with my family. My parents, even my mom did yesterday. I saw her for the first time in a while, and she was all kind of sad, dude. You know, she literally told me, or she told my sister she was disappointed because she's been reaching out to me, and I haven't like she wanted me to have like dinner plans, and I keep telling her I'm busy. You know, but yeah, it's hard. I think for me though, it's because it's like, man, it's so expensive out here. I'm always working, trying to make money, pay bills, you know. So I got to sacrifice like time with like my loved ones, you know.
yeah, and that's another thing people that's another thing that like people doesn't understand, you know, like the the cost of living here is like is expensive,
Yeah,
you know. And then I understand that part when like I see some people is like, but like, man, how like we're gonna spend some time if like I gotta work this and this and this because I have to pay this and this, you know. So like it's hard for you to make time to spend with your family, or with the people you love, like when you have to work so much, you know.
yeah,
By the time you like, by the time I have like some like, when I have some time free, I'm already tired.
yeah.
So like, you know, I'm like, probably I don't want to go dinner because you know what, I want to rest
Sit down.
because I'm thinking about tomorrow. I have to wake up at this time because I have
Yeah.
to work again. You know, so it's kind of hard, but like, you know, like I said, it's good and bads and everything. And then that's how it is life. You know, here, Mexico, Asia, like Europe, and all the world is gonna be the same. You know, you just
Yeah.
gotta go with the flow, and then try to be happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Find your happiness, man. Whatever it is, as long as it's not hurting anyone. Maybe not drugs. I guess I don't know. Who am I today? Who knows? I don't know everything, so who knows?
Yeah, we're humans, you know.
Yeah.
Like we're humans, and then like, but like I for sure don't try to like hurt nobody.
Yeah.
And then like whatever it is, like.
Yep. Do you have any siblings?
I have one sister.
Just only one?
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting because my
Mexican
Mexican family.
We're
Yeah,
Mexicans.
bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. But just one sister.
Why'd they stop at? Did their parents ever tell you why they stopped out too?
I just think they were trying to be responsible, and they were trying to break that type of like Mexican thing. Because look at my mom, they're like 7 brothers, and my dad, bro, Jesus, who knows how many they are? Because like my dad from the same mom, they're 11.
11
from the same mom. But I guess it was funny though, because one time one of my auntie, she moved to like a different state, right?
Yeah.
And then she met like a guy, and they became friends with my auntie husband and the guy and her wife and whatever. They became like friends. And then one time they went to eat dinner at the house, like friends, and they're talking about. And then it was funny because the guy has like a similar name of one of my uncles. Because like my family from my dad, we all have Italian names because we're like Italians.
Uh-huh.
And then so it's kind of like weird to meet people with Italian name in Mexico. It's like my name is Giancarlo Di Chiara, and then I have like a lot of different like uncles with Italian names. So they're talking, and I guess they find out a picture like of the guy with their family, her dad and her brothers, like that. And then my auntie was like, "Oh, who is this guy?" And the guy's like, "That's my dad." And my auntie was like, "That's my dad too." and I guess like, "Oh shit." So it was my grandpa. And my auntie's like,
wow, what a coincidence.
how many you guys are? And he's like, "We're like 7. How many you guys are?" Like, "We're 11." And then like,
whoa.
and then yeah, my grandpa was like that type of man, you know. And he was
It's like 20 kids, bro.
yeah, and my grandpa was like, "Hey," I guess he was having kids everywhere and a lot of kids, and then all kids. The crazy thing is that he registered every single kid.
Oh, at
Because,
least
you
he
know,
did that.
hey, they have my name, you know, like he was always saying that, you know.
Dude,
So it's like
passing that name down.
so
Dude.
I don't know how many they are, but
Yeah.
I guess yeah. So I guess my dad and my mom, they were trying to kill that stuff. Okay, we're not gonna be like 11. We're not gonna be like 7 or
It's trauma right there, bro. You know what I mean? Straight up, dude. Yeah, I don't have any kids, bro, and not because of that, but I just don't want that. Because I mean, I just was like it just seems like a lot of responsibility and all that. You know what I mean? Do you feel like you're gonna have kids one day?
Yeah, like I said earlier, I guess I got confused, but yeah, like I feel like I would say no right now because like my main focus is my career. I really want to like test myself to the top, and then I really believe like this is the year that like we're gonna get to the top, we're gonna get to the big show. So like when we get to the big show, it's a lot of more work to do and a lot of more things to prove to myself, you know. So like I don't want to have to sacrifice time from my child to like to put it on my sport, you know. But
very truth right there.
if the time comes one day and then I feel like I'm settled in life and I'm like done with the sport, then maybe we'll have a kid. But who knows, you know. But right now it's too much. And like you say, you know, it's like bro, it's like I can't even take care of like plants. You know, like at our place we have like a little bamboos, and then like it die, and then it's super crazy. The bamboo die. Yeah,
it's one of the easiest.
Bamboo is like the easiest plant to survive, and homie die one day. You know, so like it's just like too much going on in my life right now to like think about other person that I have to take care.
Yeah, especially with fighting, bro. That's just a very like selfish sport in a sense because you gotta get your diet right. You gotta do your boxing, your Muay Thai, your wrestling. You gotta go run.
You gotta be selfish though.
You have to. No, you have to.
You gotta be selfish. You have to get to. If you're gonna get to the top, you gotta be selfish.
Yeah.
So, and that's what we're trying to do. You know.
All right, Gianni. I think I got all my questions down. When's your fight? You said it's on the 28th of
September 28th. It's gonna be here, I think, in Commerce Casino. Up next,
Commerce Casino. I'm excited for that. I'll definitely be there. Hopefully I can bring my roommate, but if he goes to Nocturnal, maybe I'll bring someone else that's never seen. Actually, my co-host, I have a co-host that's usually here, but he couldn't be here today because he has work. Maybe I'll bring him and you can meet him.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, do you want to add? You have like any socials or anything you want to add?
You know, like whoever is here, like supporting, I want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you for like give me this time, and then whoever wanna follow me or check out all my stuff, you guys wanna go to Instagram, Facebook, or even YouTube. I believe it's like Gianni Vázquez MMA. That's how you're gonna find me.
Vázquez.
Gianni Vázquez with double C MMA.
There you go. Yeah, I'll add a link in the bio. So if you guys want to follow him and check him out, you can just go ahead and click it. Hopefully we'll have some fights up there too, which I think you do because I did go on your IG. I think I saw some fights off that.
Yeah, I have some fights up there in YouTube, and then if no, I have some fights too on UFC Fight Pass.
Oh yeah,
you can check it out.
Your next fight's gonna be on Fight Pass too, isn't it?
No, I don't know. This one they usually put it like on pay-per-view.
Oh,
okay, but a different type of like.
That's better though, right?
Link.
You get a better cut, right, from pay-per-view or no? Do you get a cut of that?
Yeah, I like it. I like it because I always get like pay-per-view points, and then the pay-per-view money, and I like it because I have a lot of supporters from all over the places. Like I've been blessed that like I've been meeting people from all over the places. So like a lot of people buy in Mexico. They actually like have some homies up there that they have like a restaurants, bars, stuff like that. So they put the fights up there, and then everybody get together. Like my mom always makes parties, and then there's always like 40 people, 50 people at my house watching my fight.
Yeah,
so it's cool though.
Exciting. All right, Gianni, thanks for coming on, dude. Appreciate it.
No, thank you guys.
I'll see you on the 28th, dog.
Let's get it, brother.
All right, as always, everyone, stay cool, stay high. go freaking to Mexico and check out some cool ass boxing. Goodbye.